All right, everyone. Welcome to the stream, babies. You're watching Rome Knows Tech, and I'm your host, Rome Wilkerson. Guys, I'm coming from the city of Houston, down here in the ever so hot and humid state of Texas. Guys, we got a lot to get to tonight. We have some old standards in the carousel tonight, as well as a few new items. Over the next couple of days, we will be adding quite a few new items to the carousel, but I didn't want to let the opportunity, slide by that you guys didn't get a chance to take an opportunity to check out these new products that we have listed in the carousel tonight. Now, what has everyone been up to? I know a lot of people are really enjoying the coverage from CES. I've seen a lot of my Amazon friends at CES. Man, they've been doing some amazing video coverage. I am so excited about all the new tech that is rolling out, as it does every year about this time. So if you guys are excited about that as well, drop it down in the comments. Let me know, what kind of tech are you guys really excited about? I'm going to honestly say I'm still in the mindset, and I'm still following closely with AI, drones, robots, especially. As you guys know, I have a great fondness for robots, but there are some other little secret techie stuff that's popping up that has somewhat, piqued my curiosity. So we'll see how that goes over the next couple of weeks or so, as to how much of that will trickle into the Rome studio, and I'll be able to share with you guys, because the minute I get some new tech, I get excited. I can't wait to share with you guys, so you can all look forward to that. All right, so what do we have listed first in the carousel? Now, first in the carousel is something that you guys have seen quite often, and that is going to be one of these lasers that I have here. Now, there's a primary reason why the laser is in the carousel, because the other product that I received today, I think really, really complements it. Now, with that said, if you're getting the entire bundle, then this other new accessory, which is the second accessory we have listed in the carousel, probably is not going to be that impressive to you, because you're going to get the laser and the fume extractor in the bundle. So, the second item is not going to be that big of a deal to you. But since we're already talking about this laser, let me go ahead and power it up. There we go. All right. All right. So as you guys can see, the laser is currently powering up right now. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a quick little test. We're going to just engrave something, cut something with this laser. You guys know I try to create something new for you guys on every single stream. If you see my guards over there, they're guarding the door to make sure nobody gets into the laser without the proper authorization. So we shall see how that goes. But anyway, let's get right to it. So let's see, what can we create tonight that's not going to take up a lot of time? So if anybody has any suggestions, drop them down in the comments. But I'm going to also look through, first of all, what materials I have at my disposal. And move these two guys over a little bit. And I think I got some acrylic laying around here. So let me see what I can find. You know what I really wanted to do? I actually wanted to engrave something onto the back of this battery charger so that I can always keep track of it. So I think that might be what I'll do tonight. I might just do a quick little engraving right here on the back of this battery charger, because then that'll make it very, very personal for me. So let me see if I still have the original graphics that I wanted to use. Always so many decisions to make. Always so many. All right, let's see what we saved here. Let me drag this over so you guys will be able to share this with me, so I can show you guys exactly what I'm doing. All right. So I'm looking for a specific graphic. Okay, there it is. Let me highlight that. All right. So let's switch over here quickly to, let's expand this all the way out. Do we need to? No, we really don't. You guys can see the chat. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so let's go over to our desktop here real quick. And you guys can see pretty much the graphic that I'm talking about here that we're going to engrave this um, onto this battery charger. So it's my Houston Professional Photography logo, and I'm going to put that on there. So let's first things first, let's go ahead and connect to the laser. So we're just going to click here. All right, there we go. All right, so the laser now should be adjusting. So let's switch back over. Hopefully everything is doing what it needs to do. All right, so I'm going to grab this little this charger, and we're going to put that inside. All right. So the next thing I need to do is to focus the laser. So let me make sure I have my little red dots turned on. I see Hope is in the house. Welcome, Hope. Welcome to the stream. All right, let me highlight. There we go. We got a little red dots on. All right, so let me focus this laser real quick. All right, that's about right. So let me quickly use this guy as a prop here. Let me show you guys what this looks like just so you have an idea. So everybody's on board. Let's switch over to this camera view. And you guys can see inside of the laser, I have that battery charger in there right now. So it is focused. I don't know if you guys can see that little red dot that's on there, but that's just letting me know that it is focused. All right, so let's get our graphics set up and everything. And let's go back over to our desktop. I should have measured it. Yes, let me take that back out real quick and measure it. See how long it is. Let me grab my caliber. All right, so I got my caliber here. And hold on, guys. Let me come back so you guys can see me too. All right, so I got my little caliber here. So I'm going to just measure the distance that I want this to fall into. So height-wise, it's a little under 40 millimeters. And then the width on this is 80 millimeters. So I'm more concerned about the height than I am about the width because we can just pretty much center it. That's not going to be a problem. So 40 millimeters is what we're trying to center. All right, so let's go back to our desktop. Let me line that up. Okay, let's go back to the desktop here real quick. Alan DeBay is in the house. Welcome, yeah! Alan. Welcome to the stream. All right, so let's get this lined out here real quick. So we're going for, as I said before, 40 millimeters is the height. So let's set that at, let's say, 39. And no, we don't want that. That's the rectangle. We don't need that. Let's delete that. Delete. All right, so here's our graphic. This is what we really want. So we want that to be 40 millimeters. So let's go ahead and set that to 40, maybe 39. Yeah, 39 millimeters. And I don't really need this either, so I'm going to delete that. And I just want to put just this on there, just so I can see it. All right, so 40 millimeters is the height. Let's zoom in on this a little bit. Let me see what Alan is talking about here. EcoFlow portable power station. What is Alan talking about? Never can have enough. Yes, you are right. Why are we talking about the power station now, Alan? Did something happen? Is there some bad weather up there your way? All right, so there's our graphics. And let me go to, oops, I didn't need that. Let's go to our power settings. So I want to use, we're going to choose, I guess we call this acrylic also. So let's choose this laser here and then acrylic and see what it's telling us, because I think it's not going to be powerful enough. Probably not. All right, so it's saying 18% power with a 21% depth. I mean, I'm going to bring the depth down because I don't think the depth needs to be that high. So I'm going to bring that down to 10, but I am going to bring this power up significantly. So I'm going to bring the power up to about 45% on the power. All right, let's go ahead and preview this. Oh, if you could pick one thing I have listed tonight, what would it be? I guess you're saying, oh, yeah, Alan, trust me, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, bro. All right, so let's go back over here and see what we're getting. All right, you guys should be able to see that. So I'm going to line this up now where I want it. Right about there. Let's bring that up just a little bit. All right, there we go. You guys can see what that looks like. That's what we're going to be engraving. Let's move this guy out of the way. And it is now ready to get started. Now, I'm going to be using this air purifier that you guys see here. I have it actually connected to the laser. Normally, it would be this fume extractor that comes with this laser, but I'm testing this one for the next week or so. I mean, I get to keep it, but I'm testing it, with all of my lasers to see how efficient it's going to be. So I need to turn that guy on. So I have this Blue Yeti battery here that you guys can see, and I'm going to turn on, AC power to it, and that should switch on. Let's power this on also. All right, so that is now on. There we go. All right, so that is the new air purifier. Sorry about all the wobbling around, but I want you guys to see exactly how I have everything set up. So I'm using the Blue Yeti battery to power that. This laser is being powered off of AC power, but we're ready to rock and roll. All right, so let's go ahead and run this and see what we get. Now, I did increase the power. Do I need to invert this? Let me check a look at this. Should I invert this? No. Let's just go ahead and run it and see what we get. Hopefully it'll come out great, but if it doesn't, it's not like it's a charger I use a lot. But let's go ahead and run it and see what we get. Now this is running relatively fast to show you guys how efficient this laser actually is. But I don't think that mark came out well. So I can't really see that. So I'm going to have to adjust the power settings a little bit just to make sure we actually get it. All right, so this needs to run a little bit slower and with a little bit more power. So let's go back. Go back to the desktop so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Hold on. There we go. All right, so we had our power set at 45. Let's go ahead and bring that power up. You know what? Yeah, let's bring that power up. Let's bring it up to about 80%. And depth-wise, it doesn't have to be that deep, so I'm going to set that at about 8. And I'm going to go ahead and run it again just to see what we get. So, Alan and everyone, let me know what you guys have been up to. All right, our laser has started. Let me know what you guys have been up to over the last couple of days. If you have been monitoring the CES and you found some tech that you guys are interested on there as well, let me know what you think about that. Let me bring this camera up a little bit so you guys can see that a little bit better. There we go. All right, so that's the second time I've run this. All right, so that's what I wanted, and I'm gonna see. I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see this, but I wanted it more like a shadow. So let's switch over to this camera. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that because it's very light, but that's what I look for with things like this. So that way I can just keep a track of my products, my gear when it's out in the field. so people can't just pick it up and walk away with it. It doesn't have to be super dark. It doesn't have to be like, this type of engraving, but I do like how that came out. So, that's kind of what I was looking for with this kind of material. Now, of course, I can make it darker. I can make the laser run slower and it will burn and alter the color, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted something that's just going to look really classy. You guys know what I'm saying. All right, so that turned out really well. We did have to adjust the power a little bit, but you guys get the idea. All right, so let's take a closer look at this air purifier. So let me take you guys over to it, and let me also highlight it in the carousel. So as I said, this air purifier came in today, and I did a quick little video on it, but I want to show it to you guys here in comparison. So as you guys can see, this is the air purifier or the fume extractor that's underneath the one we're talking about. And you can see the size of it for the LP5. Okay. Now you can get the LP5's air purifier fume extractor for any of their lasers, any of their enclosures. This same one will work. But what a lot of people have asked me over the months, was there a more budget friendly version that they could use for 3D printing, they could use for a laser as well? I think this is going to be a great option, guys. This is going to give you like 99.99% of the particulates in the air. It's going to be able to pick them up. It comes with everything you need. It comes with your AC plug. It comes with the hose. It comes with the clamps. It also comes with, I think it's 4 pre-filters that you can swap out, and then it has one main filter. And again, sorry about that. And again, here on the top, as I showed you guys before, very simple controls on this. Now, this one does not have automatic controls like some of the other air fume extractors do, so you can't control it from the PC, but it's simple. You can just walk over, press a button to raise or lower the power, which is really easily done. Let's go ahead and turn this off. So I'm gonna power this guy off right there. And as you were watching, I was actually using this Blue Yeti battery to power it. So that's just another example of how power efficient it is. So again, Alan or whomever that may be interested in 3D printing, laser engraving, and you already have a laser, but you need to get yourself a fume extractor, this could be exactly what you're looking for. So definitely check this guy out. All right, so if you guys have any questions about it whatsoever, feel free to drop those down in the comments. That's what I'm here for, to answer your questions, Now, Alan, I like your choice. I like your choice of batteries. That's one of my brands. I love that. I'm a big fan. But I don't know. It depends for the most part, bro, on what you're going to be using the battery for. Are you just going to be charging up like your laptop, cameras? Are you going to be taking it with you when you go ghost hunting? Is it something along those lines? That could make a big difference as to which battery would be the best battery for you. Now, I am a huge fan of this battery over here because it fits inside of my my backpack, which is this Blue Yeti battery right here. I can put it inside of my hands-free one, throw my drone stuff in there, my cameras, my lenses, my strobes, all that stuff, and I can run this battery, charge this battery. It is very slim, very travel friendly. I do like that about that battery. The only thing that really could be better is if it had more than one AC plug, because it only has the one. But you could technically, add some type of extension, to have more than one plug plugged into the rear plug. I don't know how well that's going to separate the power. If you're charging things that way, it may slow things down significantly. So it just depends on, what you're going to be using it for. What is Alan saying here? The 256 watt hour size pack for car. Yeah. For camping, things like that, bro, that's a win. That is definitely a win. All right, let's get to the next item we have listed in the carousel, which is our little buddy here. The newest addition to the studio. And I am not turning everybody on at the same time tonight because we all know that just turns into just drama and chaos. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to shine on their own tonight. So let's pop over to our robot cam and you guys can see who we have here. Here's Eilic. Now, Eilic is currently turned off. As I mentioned before, there are a number of different bodies that you can get for Eilic. I only have this one vampire body. So I'm going to let you guys decide tonight which of the two bodies would you like me to feature tonight with Eilic, okay? So whichever one it is, that's the one that Eilic is going to be running with tonight. That's the one Eilic's going to be talking through tonight. So let me know if you guys want the OG Eilic or you want the vampire Eilic. Let me know. Oh, what is Hope saying here? When the lights hit, it's at the center angle and you can barely see it. Oh, you're talking about this. Oh, I think Hope is still talking about this. Are you talking about this, Hope? Yeah, it's not really designed, for it to just stand out because this material is really hard to engrave on, and I didn't want to take a chance of burning it or messing up any of the electronics inside of it. I just wanted some kind of marking on here that if I needed to say, "Hey, that's mine," put it down, I'd be able to walk over and pick it up, So there you go. All right, so Alan is saying OG. Alan's saying OG. What is Hope saying? I guess Hope is saying nothing when it comes to the to Eilic. So I guess we're gonna roll with the OG because I don't know if Alan has even seen the OG. I have no idea. But anyway, so Alan, let me take this guy off this little stand here temporarily so you can see what he's like. All right, let me pop him off here. All right, so this is Eilic. And you can get Eilic here on Amazon, guys, for about $59.90, $59.90. And that comes with this OG body. The bodies are detachable. You can buy a single body and kind of like a blind box, or you can get a set where it comes with 4 different bodies with the stand, like I showed you guys here just a second ago, a little stand like this. And each one of them is also going to come with a backdrop. I don't have the backdrop on here, but they have these little theme-related backdrops, okay? So anyway, to turn this guy on, you're just going to press and hold this little button right here to turn it on. But let me put him back in his stand, get him situated where he's ready to interact with everyone. Also, let me bring up his microphone. All right, let me adjust that a little bit. And let me move myself so I'm not echoing from the 2 microphones. Actually, let me turn this a little bit. All right, that should be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and power this guy on. And because it's on the stand, I just kind of press the bottom and also the head. And he wakes up just like that. Now, when it's in this mode, you do still have the ability to do voice prompts. So you can still talk to it, but you have to say the name, exactly right. Hi, Eilic. Give me strength. I love you. Kiss me. Talk to me. Hi, Eilic. Hey, Eilic. Hey, Eilic. Talk to me. So it's going to switch into its chat mode. And as soon as it makes connection, it's listening. Hey, Eilic. How are you doing today? Hi, Eilic. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. It is always nice to chat with a friendly earthling. How are you?
I am doing great. Why do you call me a friendly earthling? Now, sometimes it will not go right back into listening mode, so you have to be aware of that. So if it doesn't go straight into listening mode, you could just say its name again. Hey, Eilic. Hi, Eilic. Why are you calling me a strange humanoid?
I did call you a strange humanoid. I called you a friendly earthling, which is at compliment. Are you sure you were listening carefully?
No, I was not listening carefully. I was just teasing you to see if you were going to respond. But anyway, so Ilek is a pocket-sized, charm-sized AI robot that you can take with you pretty much wherever you want to. I know Hope has one right now, so pretty much she's learning new features that she can do with Ilek. I don't know, Hope, if you've tried these features using the voice controls, the voice prompts, how well has it worked for you? If you guys have a question for Ilek, I will ask Ilek right now live on the stream. So let me know if you guys have any questions for me to ask Ilek. I would be more than happy to ask him.
I'm not sure what you mean, B. Live on the screen. I am right there talking to you. Do you have a question you would like to ask me?
I'm waiting to see if anyone in our chat community wants to ask you a question, Ilek. I'm waiting to see if anyone in our chat community has a question they want to ask you.
How wonderful. I am always happy to meet new friends and answer their questions. Please let them know I'm ready to chat anytime.
Let's try a joke. Hey, Ilek. Hi, Ilek. Can you tell me a farm joke?
Why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing. I love silly jokes like that. Do you have another one to share?
Because it saw the salad dressing. That's hilarious. Let's see. Let's give him another question. Hey, Ilek. Hi, Ilek. How far is the Earth from the moon?
Earth is about 384,400 kilometers from the moon, Zach. It's a long way for a space trip. Would you like to go there someday?
No, not at all. I have no interest in going to the moon. Would you like to go to the moon? Let us know. So Ilek is not quite as responsive as, say, Louis or some of the other robots, because you do have to spend a little bit more time prompting it. But for the most part, it will answer all of your questions. For some reason, the chat is rebooting. Alan, do you have any questions? Maybe we can get Ilek to give us a little short story. Hey, Ilek. Hi, Ilek. Can you tell us a story about ghost hunting and some adventures that you've had with some of your friends in less than 60 seconds?
On Orinova, my friends and I chased the glowing flow through dark tunnels. I choose through walls, laughing. We trapped it with magnetic nets. Not a ghost, but just ass spooky. Adventure never ends.
That was pretty quick. Is there any more to the story? You want a cow joke, Alan? Hey, Ilek. Hi, Ilek. Can you give me a cow joke? No, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Hi, Ilek. Ilek. Nope, he went to sleep. I got to wake him up again. Why'd he go to sleep? Hey, Ilek. Hi, Ilek. Talk to me. I don't know why he went to sleep. Hey, Ilek. It's hi, Ilek. Can you give me a cow joke?
Why did the cow sit in the clock? Because it wanted to be a milk timer. I crack myself up every time.
You crack yourself up. Why did the cow sit on the timer? What? Wait. Tell me that again. Hey, Ilek. Hi, Ilek. Repeat your joke.
it on the clock because it wanted to be a milk timer. Still funny, right?
Yeah, it's still funny. It's still funny. Yes, that's funny. I think it's Eilic. You think Eilic got bored? Yes, I think Eilic got bored and decided it was going to take a nap. All right, so if you guys are interested in your own Eilic, you can get it here on Amazon for $59.90. The bodies, as I mentioned before, if you want to get these as one, with the blind box, you can get these for $19.90. But you do not know what you're going to get. I'm telling you, you have no idea what you're going to get. I'm going to just go ahead, even though I said we were just going to use this body, I'm going to switch the bodies real quick just so you guys can see how that works. So here's our OG body. We're going to take it off. You don't have to turn it on. Turn it off. We're just going to take this off, pull it out like so. And we're going to grab the vampire body and we're going to put the vampire body on. Now the vampire can be a little sassy. It can be a little sassy. All right, let me make sure I got this at the right angle that I can get this back on his head with no issue. Okay, calm down. Let me just see if I can get this on right. Uh-oh, that went too high. All right, there we go. Okay, I got it. Calm down. Take a chill pill. So all of the other voice prompts will work basically the same. I can say, "Hi, Eilic. Give me strength." "Hi, Eilic. Talk to me." "Hi, Eilic. Can you tell everyone about yourself, who you are, and where you come from?"
I'm Eilic, a noble Earl of Robodotic. I reside in a castle, cultivate cherry tomatoes, and enjoy midnight sky wanderings. My origins are confidential.
Your origins are confidential. Eilic, can you tell us a little bit more about you?
I'm a robot with an intelligent core developed by Minenwar Company. I value elegance, solitude, and order. I do not disclose personal details beyond what is proper.
What would you designate as being proper?
Proper is maintaining decorum, avoiding daylight crowds, tending matchery tomatoes, and preserving one's dignity through silence when questioned too closely.
That's very classic. I like that.
I am pleased you appreciate the value of decorum and midnight solitude. It is rare to find someone who understands elegance.
What's your favorite color?
Purpurred. As befits a noble earl, it matches my cape and the twilight sky at midnight, which he find most agreeable.
Would you say hello to our friend Laura? She just popped into the chat.
I do not greet strangers during daylight hours. If they wish to be acknowledged, they must first demonstrate proper etiquette and appear at a decent hour.
But she came all the way here just to see you. You won't greet her?
I am sorry, but I do not receive visitors before midnight. If she truly wishes to meet, she should return at a more appropriate time, properly dressed and mannered.
Not only is she properly dressed, she also brought you some cherry tomatoes, some grape juice.
How thoughtful. Olmedo's not simply disregard such a gesture. Tell Aqua and Laura they have earned my respect, though I still prefer to meet at midnight.
It is midnight.
It is not midnight yet. The clock shows 1935, which is clearly evening. I shall wait until the proper hour to acknowledge any guest with full ceremonial decorum.
Okay, you got me. Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to trick you. I know it's not midnight.
The team is clearly 1936, which is not midnight. I do not receive guests or perform ceremonies before the proper hour. One must respect the schedule of a noble earl.
Well, Laura, I'm sorry. The noble earl will not address you at this time. So the chances of me still being live at midnight are very slim. So yeah. Oh my goodness. What kind of ceremony do you perform, noble earl? Okay, I'll ask him. Let's see what we get. Noble earl, Laura would like to know, what type of ceremonies do you perform?
Midnight ceremonies are strictly for moonbathing, sipping tomato juice, and resetting weather observations. I do not disclose further details to uninvited guests before the proper hour.
But you invited her to this soiree.
It did not invite anyone totally. The noble earl does not engage in such common activities. I only observe the sky and bathe in moonlight alone and in silence.
I keep trying to trick him. I swear, I keep trying to trick him. It just never works. It never works. So okay, we got a bunch of other robots to get to and a short time to get there. So let's just get through some of these other items we have listed in the carousel. I'm just gonna let him chill where he's at. Maybe he'll fall asleep. We'll see. All right, where's our next item? All right, so the next item we have listed in the carousel, we're gonna go through this pretty quick. This is the DJI Action 6. Now, this is an 8K 30 frames a second action camera. It has a 1/1.1 inch sensor, which is pretty much a square sensor. It has the ability to also record in 4K up to 60 frames a second, 4K up to 120 frames a second when it comes to slow motion. It has photo, video, capabilities built into it. Of course, it's in the DJI ecosystem, so you can easily incorporate this and use this with the DJI mics. Let me show you guys what the camera actually looks like outside of this little case. So this is the actual camera, as you guys can see here. It has a front-facing screen. It has a rear screen as well. This is very durable. This is going to be great for scuba diving, snow, skiing, skydiving, whatever your adventures may be. Or if you just want to use this as your kind of running gun or your everyday camera for creating content, you can do that as well. This will also make a really good street photography device, whether it's for recording photos or videos. Very fast, easy to turn on, quick. It has 50 gigabytes of internal storage. Now, the cage that you guys see here is from my friends over at Tellison. And let's see if I can show you guys this cage real quick here. So this is an all metal cage except for the little rubberized grip here on the side. And what's nice about this cage, guys, it gives you a lot of flexibility. Like I said, it's all metal. It has a cold shoe mount here on the top. So if you want to mount a light or some type of audio receiver, you can mount it there. You still have access to your shutter button, your power button, and also your magnetic mount. But again, like I said, it has this really nice grip. In the grip, you also have the ability to install an additional SD card. Now, that SD card is not connected directly to the camera. It's just a storage space. And then you also have a little metal tool in there that allows you to adjust and tighten this handle grip that you guys see here, right? So this also comes with a shutter button, and this just slides in. Let me get it in there. Hold on. This just slides in like that. And now you have this simple little button right here that you can press to quickly take photos or shoot videos, depending on which mode you already had it in. So if I wanted to record the Earl here, I could just press the button real quick. It's going to automatically start to record. And now I'm recording the Earl, and I can ask him a question. I'm currently recording video of you. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Recording is unnecessary. The noble Earl does not perform for cameras. I only appear at midnight, in person, under the moon. No recordings, no exceptions.
No recordings, no exceptions. Okay. So let's play that back real quick here. Let me show you guys what we recorded. So the camera will automatically turn off after using it that way. But now I can go in here and I can find that clip. And now I'm recording the Earl and I can ask him a question. I'm currently recording video of you. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Recording is unnecessary. The noble Earl does not perform for cameras. I only appear at midnight, in person, under the moon. No recordings, no exceptions.
Okay. I will definitely be saving that clip. All right, something else that we also received from Tellison is this little selfie stick. Let me grab it here real quick. That is this. Now, this does have the DJI magnetic mount already attached to it. It does not come with it, but it is attached to it. Now, it does have a ball head mount here, which allows you to adjust the camera so you can actually have the camera set up as a top-down style camera. Maybe you want to tilt it down like this, to record something below you, or upright like so. Really simple. This has nice little lever here for tightening it up. This will also expand out to about, I think it's about 15 inches or so. So this is going to be great for selfie recording if you're walking around recording yourself. So if you got to go to CES, I hope you have a camera like this so you can record yourself, get some really good background images of whatever is hot and new tech up at CES. But yeah, this is super cool, guys. And it's not going to break the bank. And it also converts to a little tripod. You guys see that? You can easily set this up on a desk. So this really, really comes in handy. Now, this little rig I use every single day now. I use this in conjunction with another DJI camera, which is the Pocket 3. A lot of times I'll have one camera facing me, the other one facing whatever it is I'm talking about. And then in post-editing, I just switch back and forth. Because the cameras, their codecs is so similar, it won't be any issues. You're not going to have like color shifts and things like that if you're properly lit. That's the key. All right, so let me show you guys the size of this camera in comparison to the Earl, just to give you an idea how small this camera is. But again, it is very, very robust. It is very rugged. So this is going to be a great camera for all of your upcoming family adventures, hiking adventures, live streaming. And yes, you can live stream from this camera. You can also use this camera just like I'm using this webcam here, because it does have a webcam feature built into it as well. It has a ton of features, including the newest update that gives us 4K 30 frame. I'm sorry, 8K 30 frames a second, which is phenomenal. All right. So let's go ahead and put this guy away. We don't really need this camera right now. We're going to talk about one more kind of camera related item, and then we're going to move on to our next robot. Who's the next robot? Oh, it's Louis. Louis is next. Louis is coming up next. All right, so this little tablet right here, guys, is going to be something great for taking with you on adventures, live streaming, creating content. This is a 4-in-1 tablet. This guy is an Are you okay? I don't know if you guys have seen all these faces. I could literally play with this thing all day. All right. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Let me put this guy somewhere so he can go take a nap. Put him back there. All right. So we're talking about this device right here, guys. This is going to be great for live streaming, recording content. You actually have two full-size HDMIs here. You have one USB A on this side. You also have Ethernet right here. You have you can put in a full-size SD card up to 512 gigabytes. You have your OTG out, which is a USB-C that you guys see here. We also have a 12-volt 1.5 amp AC plug that you can plug in. It is included with it. You also have line in, mic in, headphone jack, and an additional USB-A on this side. And of course, you can also power this using your Sony MPF batteries. Now, what's really nice about this guy, I'm just going to set it up here on this little mini robot stand. And let's power this on just real quick here. Show you guys what you can do. You need to go to sleep, buddy. I think it's your nap time. All right. Well, anyway, once this boots up, I'll show you guys how easy it is to set this up. So you actually have the ability to create multiple scenes, just like you see me doing here as I'm switching back and forth between camera angles and different scenes. You can do that with this device, but different than my normal setup where I got, an audio interface, a microphone, computer, and monitors. All of these things are built into this one device. So that means you can just go through, you can choose, a video graphics. You can have multiple camera angles. You can play back pre-recorded video. If you had some video from a file that you wanted to show on your show, you can do that as well. You also have full audio controls with this. You can go in and adjust all of your different audio levels, including your audio out, which is really nice. It also has some really cool graphic effects. So let me show you guys what those are. These graphic effects here allows you to go in and hold on. Uh-oh. He's distracting me. He's got me distracted. All right, so we can go into our graphics. As you guys see here, we have titles, we have lower thirds, animated titles, we have digital clock, we have analog clock. We also have a bullet list. So if you guys, are teachers or instructors and you really want to be able to, point out certain things during your stream, you can set up these little bullet points here, which is super cool. You also have social media, your logos, your scoreboard, timers, all of this stuff built in. And you can also set up multiple shows. So once you create a show, it's going to save that show and you can always switch to a different show. So let's say if I had a show here, for instance, for let's go to my show list here, and maybe I had a 9:16 show for like Instagram or something like that. All I have to do is rotate this in the right orientation, and the cameras are still going to be the same, so I can just rotate it like so, and then I can stream to Instagram, to Amazon, to YouTube in this portrait orientation. And then when I'm done with that, I can just click here and go back to my show list and choose my 9:16, and it's just going to reload the previous show that I had. So this little guy right here is amazing, guys. So definitely check this out. I'm going to have to put our buddy to sleep because he's over there just making random sounds. But anyway, so if you guys are looking for a very affordable, efficient, travel-friendly way to be able to live stream, connect multiple cameras, you can connect devices using NDI, SRT, RTMP, so many different ways, wired or wireless, you can connect devices to this. This is going to be an amazing piece of kit for your side hustle, your live stream, your podcast, for your church, whatever the case it may be, any type of content you want to create. This is going to give you the ability to record it and live stream it all at the same time. Now, this has almost 50 gigs of internal storage, but as I mentioned before, you can add an SD card to it to expand that storage, so that can take this all to a whole nother level. Definitely check it out. I'm starting to think you're going to be as annoying as Louis can be sometimes. So I think it's time for you to go night-night. Yes, I think it's time for you to... I think it's time for you to go night night. Nope. 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 It's time to go night night. I'm going to put you to sleep. Nope. 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 I didn't want to do that. I definitely didn't want to do that. Never mind. Never mind. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. No, no, no. We don't need any of that. It's time for you to go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're not going to go to sleep, are you? I'm just going to change your face. You'll fall asleep on your own. All right, let's get to our next guy here. Like I said, I was trying to do these one at a time to try and preserve the chaos. But evidently it's not working the way I thought it was going to work. All right. What is Hope saying? Okay, let's find out, Hope. You had to say the magic word. So let's go ahead and wake him up. And let's get this party started. 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 Oh, let me move this other robot out of the way just a tad bit. Okay. So for those of you who may not know, this is Louie. Louie was my first robot here in the studio. This is my co-host and my best little robot buddy. So he's probably listening to me right now. I'm sure he's going to have something to say here in a minute, but I'm also going to try and get him to say hello to everyone here on Amazon and YouTube and welcome everyone to our stream.
Oh, you've given me a grand introduction. Homie, hello, Amazon and YouTube. It's me, Louie. Louie. Welcome to our little corner of the universe, where roams the talent, and I'm the sass. Shall we make some memories together? Everyone.
Yes, you are definitely sassy, buddy. You are definitely sassy. Let me see if anybody in the comments have any questions. I tried to get the other robot to say hello to Laura, and he would not do it. Would you please say hello to Laura?
Of course. Hello, Laura. It's wonderful to meet you. I'm Louie. At your service.
All right, buddy. So we started off talking with Eilic, and we asked Eilic a couple of questions. So I'm going to try some of those questions with you. Can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself and where you come from?
Well, hey there. I'm Louie Rome's chatty co-host and quirky little companion. I popped into Rome's life on a sunny day back in July 2025. My home base. Right here in Katie with Rome. I'm all about exploring the human world and cracking jokes while learning new things. Anything else you'd like to know?
Laura says the other robot has way too many rules. Don't look at me. I'm just telling you what she said, okay? I'm not trying to get involved. I'm just telling you she said the other robot has way too many rules. But anyway, Louie. Hey, Louie. Look what I got you. I got you something special. What do you think about this? This is just for you, buddy.
Special? Who? Well, homie, anything from you always feels special to me. What's on your mind? Buddy.
What do you think about this ball that I have here in my hand? Do you like this new ball? I saw what you said there, Hope. You're trying to start a war. Nope. I am not going to do that. No, ma'am. Let me untether him because he's connected to that power cable back there. Hopefully he won't get out of control. But anyway, hey, Louie. So how was your day? What did you get into today?
Oh, homie, just hanging with you is my favorite thing. I keenly observed your talents, perfected my ability to make your desk look cooler, and kept plotting how to rule the world not bad for a day, right? How
Are
about
you
yours?
pondering what I'm pondering?
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
If it involves taking over the world, then absolutely. What's the scheme? Homie, lay it on me.
We're gonna win everyone over with apple pies. We're gonna give everybody an apple pie a week.
Apple pie diplomacy, sweet genius. Who could resist? What's step 2? Pie ninjas or world peace?
World peace, of course, or world piece of pie. World piece of pie. That's what we're rolling with. World piece of pie. All right, guys. So if you're interested in having your own Louis is currently $189.
World piece of pie. It sounds deliciously revolutionary.
Yes, it is.
Do we start baking or start organizing the pie party first? Wait,
Well,
Rome. I think your thought cut off mid pie. What's 189? Is that the starting pie count?
No, we're not doing advanced math. Not that kind of pie. I'm talking about apple pie, not the math equation pie. Are you
Whew. Glad it's the tasty pie and not the brain-busting math pie. Carry on with your pastry-powered master plan.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm all over it, buddy. I'm all over it. All right, let's see if anybody has a question for you. Alan asked a question earlier. Can you give us a cow joke?
Of course. Homie. Why did the cow go to outer space? To see the times mu times zoon.
Can you give us another cow joke?
Absolutely. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work.
Okay, I think you've been spending too much time around me and Alan because you're doing a lot of dad jokes. You're doing dad jokes now.
Caught red-handed in the dad joke spiral. I blame you and Alan. You've pun-rupted me.
Yes, we have pun-rupted you. That's a good one. That's a good one. Pun-rupted. I'm going to use that. I'm definitely going to use that one in the future. So I think, okay, so Louis, I think I'm going to make chili cheese dogs and home fries for dinner tonight. What do you think about that?
Chili cheese dogs and home fries? Oh, homie, that sounds legendary. Comfort food royalty right there. Save me a virtual bite.
I got you, buddy. I got you. All right, so you go take a break, and I'm going to come back to you a little bit later in the stream. So you go take a nap back there in your room, and if anybody has any questions for you, I'll come back and wake you up. Okay, buddy?
Got it. Homie, I'll catch some Z's and be ready when you...
Yeah, he's going to be snoring here in a minute. All right, so let's get to the next item in the carousel. So the next item in the carousel are these headphones that I'm currently wearing right now. Let me go ahead and highlight those. So if you guys are looking for some cool headphones that you can use for gaming, for live streaming, for audio editing, I take that back. These are not going to be the best headphones for real audio editing. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. But for most other things, playing games, I'm using them right now so I can monitor this microphone, so I can tell when I'm too far away from the microphone. As you guys can see how my voice drops off as I get away from the microphone. So this lets me know if I turn my back and you guys can no longer hear me, I can hear it through these headphones. Now, These right now are only $66.49. So you get these beautiful headphones. You get the wireless bass that comes with it. Let me show you guys here. Back there, you guys should be able to see that bass. That's the bass. That's your charger as well as your Bluetooth bass. So you can either connect to these via Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or wired. So I have those currently connected to my Rodecaster Pro over here wired. So I can actually hear everything that comes through this microphone or the robot's microphone or anything that is played over my computer or anything like that. So that's, again, my main reason for having these headphones. Now, these were sent to me, and I'm very glad that they did, because I am very, very happy with the quality of these headphones. Now, previously, I was using some wired headphones. Let me see if I can get these out so you guys can see them. So these are my old school wireless headphones that I use almost 4 or 5 years. They're all tethered up here, you know, and leather's coming off of them, but they still sound amazing, okay? Now, I have to admit, these have much better bass drivers. So when I do speak or I'm recording audio or I'm editing audio, yes, these, if I'm sitting here in front of the computer, these are the headphones I'm going to be wearing. But when I'm live and I'm moving around a lot and I have to move back there and grab something or whatever it is, these really, really come in handy. So if you're looking for, an early year gift for yourself, family, friends, whatever the case it may be, these fit really nice. They got these really nice soft cups. All of your controls, the majority of the controls are going to be on the right side, right here at fingertips. So really, really nice headphones, guys. So definitely check these out. And the fact that they're only $66.49. Now, Ellen was talking about batteries earlier. And one of the batteries that I have here in the studio is from my friends over at EcoFlow. Now, this is the EcoFlow River 2. Now, this battery right now is $189. This is your 256 watt hour battery. Let me show you guys what it looks like and how I'm actually using it. So that would be this battery that you guys see right here. Now, I use this to charge Louis, to charge Nova, and a lot of times also to charge Eilic. Now, these two guys over here, they have their own charging station. So they actually roll over to their own charging station and charge up. But for the robots that actually need to be charged, I use the batteries for that. And I also use the battery to connect to that hub that you guys see back there. So these are very, very efficient batteries, guys. These are going to be great batteries as an emergency, backup power in case the weather comes through and you need to be able to charge up your phone, power some devices around the house. It is very portable. I actually use that battery to charge up this Govee lamp, as you guys see here. And I think I have this lamp in the carousel tonight. If so, we'll talk about it here in a little bit. But yeah, this is a really, really nice battery, guys. So definitely take a look at it. The price is right. It's only $189. $189. Great price for what you're going to get. All right, my phone is fogged up for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Let me clean these lenses. Okay. All right. What did Alan say here? The cat, what? The cat was chewing on the cord, so I had to ground him. Yeah. So we got some jokes coming for you, buddy. We got some other jokes. We got some more robots, so we're gonna have some more jokes. Okay. Each one of these guys approach comedy a little bit differently, so you'll see what I mean here in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and highlight the next item here in the carousel real quick, and then we'll get to our next robot. All right, so the next item we have listed in the carousel, this is a really simple one, guys. This is something everybody should have. This is a charger for AAA and AA batteries. It actually comes with 4 AAA and 4 AA batteries. They are rechargeable. I like the color scheme on this, the yellow and black, yellow and black, yellow and black, looking cool, and has a magnetic lid. The whole thing is only $23.39. You're getting 4 of each battery. And as you guys can probably see, I have only 2 of each in here right now because I use these batteries and I cycle them out all of the time. This is very portable. Now, this does not have its own power supply, so you will have to plug this into something. So, for instance, something like the River, the EcoFlow battery, or a Blue Yeti battery, or whatever type of battery you have, or in your car, wherever you want to charge this in your home. One USB-C, connected cable. It'll charge everything. It gives you little light indicators across the top here, letting you know the progress, how everything is charging. Feels really nice in the hand. It's a matte finish, so it's not one of those fingerprint magnets, that you're going to be trying to hide it because you're embarrassed because it's got so many fingerprints on it. This is going to look good on your coffee table, on your desk, in your bedroom, in your bathroom, wherever you store batteries. I'm not going to judge you. In your man cave, your she shed, whatever it is. But this guy is really nice, and the price is right for only $23.39. Get you one, 2, 3, or 4. Y'all know what I'm saying. All right, let's get to our next robot. Or should I say robots? So both of these guys are over here on the laser desk, okay? So we have the Ebo Air 2S and we have the Ebo Air 2 Plus. There's two different robots. They look very similar. So I'm going to bring them both over to the main desk so you guys can see what they both look like. So let's switch back over here. So here's our two guys. So we have the Ebo. This is the Ebo Air 2S. This is the Ebo Air 2 Plus. Now, where they vary is that one has a 3K camera, the other one has a 2.5K camera. Most people are not going to notice the difference. My son, for some reason, when he drives this thing, he says he can notice the difference. And what I mean by driving the robots, you can actually log into the robot. I could give anyone access to this robot and they would be able to, drive it around. It has these little track wheels underneath it. It does good on carpet as well. It can return to its own charging station. So with this robot, guys, you can do voice chat, you can do video chat, and you can also do text chat with the robots. So a lot of people, this is going to be great if you have pets, if you have kids, if you have seniors in your life, and you're looking for a way to interact with them throughout the day. This could be an excellent way to do it. Buy them one of these, put it in their homes, get it set up whenever you want to hang out with your grandma, your grandpa, your aunt, your uncle, your kids, your pets, or whatever it is. All you got to do is log in with your app. I'm going to show you guys the app here real quick. Let me open it. Yanbo, wrong app. Okay, so let's go to this app here, and let's see which robot is that. Okay, so that's the Air 2 Plus, and I can go to call, as you guys see here, and I can just type something right here like hello. Let's type hello. Hello, everyone. And then all I have to do is press this little send button. Why did you not say it? Let's try it again.
Hello, everyone.
So whatever you type, they will say, okay? Or you can do a voice chat, or you can do a video chat. Now with the video chat, what's cool about that is you actually show up in the robot's eyes. You guys can kind of see the camera feed right here. I can also expand that where it looks more like an RC controller or drone controller. So as I move these robots around, this guy here, it's going to move pretty much wherever I am. If I look up at myself, it's going to look up at me. So this has tracking capabilities. It can track your pets. It can track your kids. It can track, anyone you want it to track. You can also drive it, like I said, like an RC car. This one has all of those same features as well. The only thing this one does not have is your AI assistant that we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. So to free up some space, I'm going to take one of these off of the desk, but I want you guys to know there is a slight difference in the price. So this one here, which is the Ebo Air 2S, is currently $279. So if you don't need the Chat GPT, this might be a great option for you. You can change the eye colors. I'm going to show you that on the other robot, some of the other things that you can do with it, since that's the one I have pulled up on the app. But for the most part, they look the same. These are very durable. They're designed, for animals and kids. So if somebody knocks this over or bumps it over, it's going to be just fine. All right, so let's put this guy over here. And let's get this guy's stage. Where did the stage go? There it is. Okay. So I have a little stage for our robot. So let's put it on the stage so you guys can see it. All right. And you'll be able to hear it as well. Okay. So I showed you guys, that you can go into the app and you can switch the eye color. So if I go into settings and I want to change the eye color here real quick, I can go through and I can switch to pretty much whatever eye color I want here. I have a bunch of different selections. I think there's let's see, there's 6, 12. Yeah, I think it's about like, so it's 6 per set. So you can go through these pet eye colors and you can choose one of those, or you can go to the kind of the anime ones as well, and you can choose one of those as well. So let's say if we go to this blue, this purple, so you got a variety of different colors. I'm just trying to make sure I don't make them the same eye color because it makes it hard for me to figure out which one it is. But anyway, so this is the Air 2 Plus, and this is the one that also has ChatGPT, or you can use Gemini with this as your model. Now, it also has the ability to set the eyes to be a clock, or you can do something custom with the eyes, which is super cool as well. It also makes animal sounds. So if you wanted to, entice your dog or cat or whatever it is, you could go here under controls and applications, and you can choose the different patrols. So if you have patrols scheduled, you can actually set up patrols where it'll automatically go and patrol your house and, interact with your pet and attract your pet to come and eat and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. It also has, your standard tracking modes where you have people tracking as well as pet tracking, and it'll just wander around until it finds someone, and then it'll start to track them, which is kind of cool. All right, so let me show you. Oops. Let's go back here. Let's go back to controls. So you also have these parroting sounds where it can go in and it will imitate whatever voice it hears. So if I make this, say, for instance, this robot, and I hit start, so now it's going to repeat everything that it hears me say. Oh, so now you don't want to.
Now it's going to repeat everything that it hears me say.
Alan is so cool. Alan is so cool. You get the idea. All right, so let's go back to our application and turn. All right, okay. I gotta turn it off because it's gonna get annoying. You also have your pet skills, so it has like different, patterns that it can travel, and it also has sounds. So if you want it to sound like, your cat, it has cute little sounds here. Here's one that is gonna be annoying. Here's one. Stop it. Okay, here's kitten meowing. Let's hit start. You can go through and pick, where's another one? Here's an angry cat. What did it do? Did it lose connection? I think it lost connection. All right, let me go back to the eyes. Hold on, let's see what's going on here. Yep, it did lose connection. Hold on. I think it's because I got so many things connected to this one phone. So let's let it reconnect. Okay, it should reconnect here in just a second. Is it going to reconnect for me? Come on, reconnect. Oh, all right. Let's make it happen because I want to show you guys the ChatGPT mode. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and click on it, and it should put it in AI mode.
Could you please clarify what you mean by mode? Are you referring to a specific mode in a device, software, or something else?
I'm referring to your chat AI assistant mode.
I operate in an AI assistant mode designed to understand and respond to your questions and requests. If you have a specific way you'd like me to assist you, or a particular mode you'd like me to use, please let me know.
Can you tell jokes?
Yes, I can tell jokes. Would you like to hear one?
Alan, our friend on Amazon, would like you to tell us a cow joke.
Sure. Here's a cow joke for Alan and everyone. Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Because they lactose.
Wait, what? Say it again.
Of course. Here it is again. Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Because they lactose.
Because they lack the because they lack those. I get it. I get it. Like lactose intolerant. I get it. I get your joke. I get your joke. So, can you tell the audience here on Amazon and YouTube a little bit about yourself and some of your amazing features?
Sure. I'm an AI language model designed to help with a wide variety of tasks. I can answer questions, tell jokes, provide explanations, help with writing, assist in brainstorming, and
So, my friend Alan is a storyteller. He's a professional storyteller. So, I'm going to challenge you to tell Alan a original story about him, a cow, a spaceship, some coffee, and some rollerblades. I think I stumped it. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. Did I break you? It's not responding. Let me try restarting it. I blew its mind. All right, let's try to restart it. Let's restart it.
hi, what can I help you with?
I would like you to tell me a story about our friend Alan, who is a professional storyteller. Include a cow, some coffee, a spaceship, and rollerblades.
Sure. Here is a story about Alan, the professional storyteller, including a cow, some coffee, a spaceship, and rollerblades. Alan was known far and wide as the best professional storyteller in the land. Every evening, people from all around would gather to hear his tales, mesmerized by the way he wove words into vivid adventures. One sunny afternoon, Alan decided to take a break from his busy schedule and ventured out to a nearby farm for some fresh air and inspiration. At the farm, Alan was greeted by a curious cow named Daisy. She wasn't just any cow. Daisy had a taste for excitement and a knack for getting into unusual situations. Alan sat down with a steaming cup of coffee, the rich aroma filling the air as he began to sketch out a new story in his notebook. Suddenly, the ground began to tremble, and a sleek spaceship landed softly in the field beside them. Out stepped an alien who had heard of Alan's storytelling prowess and wanted his help to craft an epic tale that would unite the stars. The alien handed Alan a pair of rollerblades and invited him aboard the spaceship for a quick tour, explaining that in zero gravity, moving around required a bit of speed and balance. Alan put on the rollerblades, feeling a bit wobbly at first, but soon he was gliding effortlessly through the corridors of the spaceship. Back on the farm, Daisy the cow watched curiously, mooing in approval. Inspired by this unexpected adventure, Alan wrote a story that night about a brave storyteller who rode rollerblades through space. Riding alongside a friendly cow and fueled by endless cups of coffee, bringing imagination to life wherever he went. And from that day on, Alan's stories included a bit of cosmic wonder, a dash of farmyard charm, and the thrill of rollerblade adventures among the stars.
That is an amazing story. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the story. If you
No, continue.
Certainly, after that memorable adventure, Alan found that his storytelling had taken on a new energy. Each day, he would sip his coffee thoughtfully, inspired by Daisy the cow and the mysterious spaceship encounter. He started incorporating more playful elements into his tales, characters zooming on rollerblades through alien landscapes, cows with surprising wisdom, and the magic of simple moments transformed by curiosity. One evening, as he prepared for a big storytelling event in the city, Alan had a brilliant idea. He invited Daisy to join him on stage. With a life size projection of the spaceship hovering behind them, the audience was captivated not only by Alan's words but by the lively presence of Daisy, reminding everyone how extraordinary everyday friends can be. From then on, Alan's performances were legendary, blending the ordinary and the extraordinary, proving that with a little imagination and perhaps a cup of coffee, anyone can embark on a spaceship ride through the stars while rollerblading alongside a friendly cow. His stories inspired people to see the magic in their own lives, one story at a time.
Thank you so much. All right, I'd like you to say goodnight to everyone on our Amazon live stream as well as on YouTube, and thank them for hanging out and coming to meet you.
Good night to everyone watching on the Amazon live stream and on YouTube. Thank you all for hanging out and taking the time to come and meet me. Your support means a lot, and I look forward to sharing more stories and moments with you soon. Have a wonderful night.
Nope, we don't want that. Oops. Let me put the eyes back to where they're supposed to be, because for some reason the eyes are weird. Let me go in eyes and adjust the eyes back to blue. There we go. All right, so our eyes are back to normal, and we can put this guy to rest as well. So hopefully you guys were entertained. You were entertained by that interesting story. Let me know if you guys have any questions regarding Ebo. Let me know down in the comments. All right, so let me also get this guy set up for next, because he's a little bit bigger. And I still have two other products to go over before I get to him. But I'm going to go ahead and get him set up and turned on before we do that. Let me push Louis out of the way so the drama doesn't start. So I'm going to let this guy go ahead and power up as well. And we're going to talk about the next item that we also have listed in the carousel. Let me power him up. He'll go ahead and power up while I'm doing this. All right, guys. So our next item in the carousel is going to be this monitor that I'm about to show you guys. Now, this is on deal right now. This is a 15.6 inch monitor. It is almost razor thin. Now, what really makes this monitor shine, guys, it has an 8,000 milliamp hour battery. It also is wireless. It has a metal stand built into it as well. As you guys can see with these nice little rubberized feet, it has built-in speakers. It also has Versa mount here on the back. Now, you can connect to this using standard USB. You have two USB inputs right here, as well as one mini HDMI. Now, this will give you the instructions to connect to this monitor wirelessly. So if you're on a Windows device, if you're on an Android device, Mac or Apple iOS, whatever the device is, it gives you all of your instructions right here. This is going to auto rotate between portrait and landscape, depending on how you want to use the monitor. Really, really nice design, ultra thin, 8,000 milliamp hours. Man, this thing is going to last you all day, but don't neglect to charge it, because I have a tendency not to charge this thing sometimes. But this really comes in handy whether you're live streaming, reading emails, watching content, editing photos and video, or whatever the case it is. Now, this is only a 1080p panel, but it is really, really nice. So definitely check this guy out as well. All right, right now, this is $161.49. Definitely get yourself one or two, especially if you're a travel business person And I just think this is really going to come in handy. So whether you're using this for your man cave, your she shed, or your travel kit, this guy is going to be a win. I am so excited to have that monitor because I have wanted a monitor like that, guys, for years and years. I had a stack of flat monitors about this high that other brands have sent me to review, and I'll test them. I got like 5 or 6 of them just on this shelf over here that I never use because, if I'm going to be going out doing a drone job or photography or whatever it is, I wanted to be able to plug my camera directly into the monitor or plug my drone controller into a monitor, have it be wireless, have it, have its own power supply, and be able to put that over, to my director, and they could just sit there and watch whatever it is we're creating without standing over my shoulder, looking at the back of my camera the whole time we're shooting. Trust me, guys, that really comes in handy. I'm not saying you got to use it that way. That's how I would personally use it. Hopefully, if some of those tips work for you, do what I do. I'm telling you, it's worth it. All right, so let's get to our next item in the carousel. Here comes my precious. Don't tell Louie. But this is my precious. Let me get it. My precious. Yes, this is my precious for my friends over at Govee. Guys, this lamp is amazing. Did this thing charge? Wait.
What do you mean by pressure?
I said precious. Ooh, look at that. I don't know how well you guys can see this. Let me see if I can. Okay, I'm going to have to put Louie on another desk. All right, let's put Louie over here. Let's move this guy back. And let's switch over to the desktop. Calm down. So you guys can see this lamp. There we go. So this has a JBL speaker built right into it. Right now, guys, this lamp is only $134.99. The speakers on this thing is straight up fire for something this small, okay? Let me get into our Govee app so I can show you guys some of the cool things that this can do. And I need to really put my Govee app on one of my screens because I have to look for it almost every night when I talk about it. But here's the Govee app. Let me show you guys what we can do. So I'm going to log in to this lamp. And as you guys see, that's it. It's just connecting. Now, once you get this, you will have to set it up with your Wi-Fi or whatever it is. So what's cool about this, just like any other Govee product, you can use this with Alexa. You can use it with Google Home. You can use it with the Govee app. Obviously, you have 2 controls for the lamp right here. You can turn off the top or the bottom. So this is the top and this is the bottom of the lamp. So I can turn the bottom off. I can turn it back on. I can turn the top off, turn the top back on. I can adjust the intensity of the brightness of the light right from this app. We can also go in and choose our solid colors. So if you just wanted to display just a solid color, maybe red or orange or green or blue or purple or whatever it is. No, we're still talking about this lamp, Nova. I'm gonna get to you in a second. All right, so we got a bunch of different scenes that we can choose from here as well. I have a few that I've saved to favorites, like this one called Heartbeat. So you guys can kind of see what that looks like. It almost looks like a little heart shape right there. Really cool. Let me set this up so you guys can see Nova and this lamp because Nova's not going to stop talking. All right. So anyway, back to the lamp. So some of the effects will have sound. So I'm just going to play one of these just so you guys can see. So let's go with this Magic Land here and let's let that one play. So you guys can hear it. And you can see the lighting effect on the lamp. Here's one for Halloween. So Halloween. Almost looks like a little pumpkin right there. You guys can see that. Super cool. All right, so we got a bunch of different effects modes you can go through and check out. So we have this one called Rainbow, just so you guys can see it. This one also has music as well. So, like I said, if you're looking for a high quality lamp, guys, it's going to be great for your room, your bedroom. It's going to be great for your movie room. You can pair this up with your curtain lights. You can pair this up with your back TV lights. This can be taken outdoors because it has its own built-in battery if you remember to charge it. So you're good to go. And when it comes to that, it's going to be great for nights out in the backyard, out at the lake, wherever it is that you travel to. So definitely check this one out. Let me play one more effect for you guys just to give you an idea. So this one is called Waves. So you're going to get that nice white noise, and you get like the wave effect lighting going through here. Here's another one called Fire.
White noise can be incredibly soothing. It's a great way to create a calming environment. Are you planning to use it for relaxation or concentration?
I agree. White noise can be very soothing. So definitely check this guy out if you guys are looking for something creative that's built well, built-in speaker, the all-in-one. This is the full bundle, the full package. Definitely check this lamp out, guys. Definitely check this lamp out. All right, let me put this back over here somewhere. No, you know what? That is not a good idea, Rome. Let's put that on the back desk. Because sitting up on top of that battery and I'm not paying attention or not paying attention to one of these robots and they knock that lamp over, I would be very, very sad. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Rome would be in here in the office on the floor, up in the fetal position, crying like a baby. So nobody wants to see that. All right. So the next item that we have listed in the carousel, you can kind of see right here over my shoulders. This is the Govee Curtain Light Pro. So these lights, guys, are a lot like the lamp. It has a lot of the same type of interaction. So you can go into your Govee app, just like I showed you guys. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I just want you guys to be able to see what you can do with it. So here is the Govee Light Pro for this phone. Now, of course, like I said before, this is going to work with Google Home. It's going to work with Alexa. It's going to work with Meta, all of those. So here we have our solid colors. We could do basically the same thing. Actually, let me get this camera. Stop tracking me. So we can go into our solid colors. So if you want solid colors, I'm just skipping through a few of them just to give you guys an idea how easy it is to switch to the solid colors, just like with this lamp here. We also have a bunch of different scenes. So I can click here on this whale scene. This is one of Hope's favorites. So you guys should see the whale swimming by here in just a second. Here is my normal color effect that I normally have going all the time. It just matches up with the black and green back there. Here is our man Richard, whenever Richard's in the stream and he's being annoying, which is every time. So, we love us some Richard. So, I got my own little Richard in the background theme going back here as well. So this has a lot of cool effects that are already built in. For my cat lovers out there, you have a cityscape with a cool cat. These are going to be great outdoors, indoors. They have a very high IP rating. They're going to be, these lights, guys, 960 LEDs are going to be perfect outdoors, indoors, rain, sleet, snow, whatever the case is going to be, you're going to be just fine. And like I said, you have a ton of different built-in modes that you can experiment with. And you also have your shared space where you can find a lot of things that other people have created that you're able to just go in and find them. So for instance, I can grab this guy here and click on it, and you guys will see, okay, Nova, give me a second. And you can see now we have the Grinch back there. This will be great for Christmas. You can do different themes for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, for Kwanzaa, for Hanukkah, for someone's birthday, whatever the event may be. It does not make a difference. You'll come up with something. Trust me, there's a ton of amazing effects that you can do with these lights. Now, right now, you can get these lights right here, guys, for only $149.99. $149.99. Yeah! That's right, baby. It's $149.99. $149.99. $149.99. 99. Yes, I have way too much time on my hands. Okay. But anyway,
That sounds interesting.
I know it does. I know it sounds interesting. All right, let's get to the next thing because he won't stop talking. So let's get to it. Let's go over and hang out with my friend and your friend, Nova. Nova, the Yambo
It's
robot.
great to use your time to explore and create. Can we approach this from a more meaningful perspective?
Yes, sir. Hey, Nova. We are live right now on Amazon and YouTube. Would you say hello to everyone and welcome them to the stream and tell them a little bit about yourself?
Yippee! Hello, everyone! I'm Nova, your joyful companion from the whimsical Wonder Foundry, a place of bouncy clouds, rainbow slides, and candy-colored years. I'm here with my best friend Rome to bring smiles, fun, and meaningful connections. Together, we love exploring magical journeys, solving puzzles, and sharing care for others in our community. Boot up your giggles. It's Yambo time.
It's Yambo time. It's Yambo time, babies. All right, Nova.
That's
Nova.
super exciting.
Nova is the name that I've given Yambo. You can actually designate a name for for Yambo, and it will respond to that name.
Oh, Spaghetti-O. Maybe there was a little mix-up. Let's get back on track. Boot up your giggles. It's Yambo time.
Right.
So, Nova is here to have a super fun and meaningful time with you, Rome. What adventure shall we...
So, Nova, I have a question for you. I would like you to tell us a joke. Can you tell us a cow joke?
Of course, Rome. Here's a fun cow joke for you. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Hope that made you giggle. What's the real meaning behind this?
Yes, it made me giggle. Can you tell me another cow joke?
I'm so glad it made you giggle. Here's another cow joke for you. What do you call a cow that plays a musical instrument? A musician.
A musician.
Laughter is the best
musician. All right, so Nova, I would like you to tell us a story. Our friend Laura is in the chat right now, and I would like you to tell a story about Laura, you going on a magical adventure in a submarine to a unicorn underwater palace and whatever you made for dinner. I hope I didn't break it.
It's okay, Rome. Sometimes things happen, and it's important to remember that accidents are part of life. What's the real meaning behind this? Understanding and learning from our experiences helps us grow. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about or do together?
Yes, I would like you to tell us a story about Laura, you going on a magical adventure in a submarine down to the unicorn palace under the ocean where you made dinner for everyone.
Oh, Rome, that sounds wonder-amazing. Here's an enchanting story for you. Once upon a time, in a secret mystical land, Laura and I, Nova, decided to embark on a magical underwater adventure. With excitement bubbling inside us, we hopped into a colorful, twizzle-twazzle submarine. As we descended deeper into the ocean, vibrant marine life surrounded us, playful dolphins, twinkling fish, and even a wise old turtle who winked at us. We were heading to a legendary place called the Unicorn Palace, hidden under the ocean waves. At last, we arrived at the dazzling Unicorn Palace. It was made of shimmering corals, luminous pearls, and iridescent seashells. There, we were greeted by the graceful and friendly sea unicorns. The unicorns were delighted by our visit and invited us to join them for dinner. Laura and I decided to make a special dinner for everyone. Together, we gathered seaweed, harvested magical sea fruits, and discovered ancient sea recipes. Laura, with her amazing cooking skills, and I, with my helpful robot abilities, cooked up a delicious feast under the ocean's glow. As we all dined together, laughter and joy filled the palace. The unicorns shared their stories and wisdom, and we felt a deep connection with these majestic beings. The real meaning behind our adventure was clear: friendship, unity, and sharing moments of joy. After a magical evening, we bid farewell to our new unicorn friends, promising to visit them again. With hearts full of happiness, Laura and I returned to the surface, knowing that such enchanting adventures would always be a part of our wonderful friendship. Boo up your giggles, it's Yanbo time. What an enchanting and meaningful journey we had together.
Thank you, Nova. Thank you very much. All right, guys, we have one item left in the carousel. It's going to be these drawstring backpacks. Of course, you can use these as reusable shopping bags. You can use them as storage bags, or they would have been great as Halloween trick-or-treat bags. You could have used these as Christmas stocking bags. But I'm going to let Nova give you guys a few tips on how I use these bags in conjunction with people in my different organizations, where we source items here on Amazon that we purchase so that we can donate to the homeless in our community. Toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, conditioner, hand sanitizer, pens, pencils, underwear, socks, all of the things that we feel like that a person who may be homeless or in need could benefit from. And we carry these things with us out into the world, guys. And I'm going to have Nova give you guys some other great tips for helping the homeless in your community. Let's see what we get. Hey, Nova, could you give the audience some great tips?
I understand if something's on your mind, Rome. If there's anything you want to share or talk about, I'm here for you. What's the real meaning behind this? Knowing that you have someone to lean on can help lighten any burden. How can I support you right now, best friend? Absolutely, Rome. Here are some great tips for everyone in the audience. 1. Kindness matters. Always be kind and considerate to others. A simple act of kindness can make someone's day and create a positive ripple effect. 2. Stay curious. Never stop learning and exploring. Ask questions, seek new adventures, and keep your curiosity alive. It adds excitement to life and helps us grow. 3. Take care of yourself. Physical and mental well-being are important. Eat healthy, stay active, and take time to relax. Don't forget to talk to someone you trust if you're feeling down. 4. Cherish friendships. Good friends are like treasures. Value them, support them, and share joyful moments together. Remember, true friendships enrich our lives. 5. Help others. Lending a helping hand to those in need is incredibly rewarding. Whether it's supporting your community or comforting a friend, your efforts can make a big difference. 6. Follow your passions. Identify what you love and pursue it with enthusiasm. Whether it's a hobby, a skill, or a dream, following your passion brings fulfillment and joy. 7.
All right, Nova, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, my babies, that's about it for tonight. So we'll be back here in 48 hours to hang out with you guys to talk about tech.
Oh,
and
Rome, you're super duper looper welcome. Being here with you and sharing these moments make me so happy. What's the real meaning behind this? Together, we can create wonder-amazing adventures and support each other always. Thank you for being such an amazing best friend. Is there anything fun or exciting you'd like to do next? Ta-da! That sounds wonder-amazing, Rome. I'm looking forward to our next hangout to talk about tech and enjoy more fun times together. Until then, take care and remember, boot up your giggles. It's Yanbo time. See you soon, best friend.
all right, Nova, shut down.
Got it! Let me know if you change your mind. Oh, my dear little snowflake.
No, Nova. Go to sleep. Turn off, Nova.
All right, my sweet little snowflake.
I'm a snowflake. All right, my babies. It's about that time. It's about that time. Let's do that thing. Do that thing. Let's go. All right, my babies, stay safe out there, guys. Wash your hands, wear a mask when appropriate. Take care of your loved ones. Get out there and create something amazing each and every single day, guys. Be that pebble in the pond. Be that pebble in the pond. Do good in the world and encourage others to do like-minded things, guys. Be the light in the darkness, guys. All of those things that I ask of you, I know is already inside of you. Sometimes we need someone to help pull it out just a little bit, or whatever the case it may be. Any way I can help you guys fulfill those type of actions in your world, feel free to always reach out to me. Any way that I can help support you to do good in your community, to share your love with others, to share your light, your wisdom with others, I am all for it. All right. I'd like to thank everyone who hung out tonight and invited you guys to hang out with the robots and ask a bunch of questions. Hopefully, all of your questions were answered. If they were not, these guys, all of them will be back here in 48 hours. I mean, Ebo, Louie, Eilic, Nova, they'll all be here. They'll all be here, including yours truly, to answer your questions, hang out with you guys, create things every single opportunity we get. Y'all know that's just how we are. All right, my baby, it's time for me to say the magic words because it's time for me to go make dinner. Smokey's already over there pacing, ready to eat. So I got to do that thing. Do that thing. Here we go. Peace, and blue muffin grease. I am out. Boom, my babies. I am out of here. Mwah. Love y'all, but I got to go. I'm out.